So chapter 9, section 2, this is example 6. We're now going to use those complex fractions to solve a problem. This problem happens to be kind of a geometry type problem, coordinate geometry, where we're going to find the slope of the line. Remember back from previously, slope is m. M is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you can see where we're going to get kind of ugly. So remember, these are your x coordinates, these are your y coordinates. This could be 0.1 and this could be 0.2. So my y2 is going to be 2 over k, and I'm going to subtract my y1, which is 1/3. And that's my numerator, and then I'm going to do my x's. So x2 would be 1/2, and I'm going to subtract my 3 over k for my x1. So just like we were doing before, we need to get our common denominator. Our common denominator on the top, we've got a k and a 3, so 3k is going to be your common denominator. So multiply top and bottom by 3, multiply top and bottom by k. And so we get 6 minus k over 3k here. And then on the bottom, we've got a 2 and we've got a k, so our common denominator is going to be a 2k. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by k and top and bottom by 2. So that's going to be a k minus 6 over 2k. Okay, now that I've got it into the complex fractions, we can now recopy it. And if you're getting really good, you know that this means to divide. And since that means to divide, you're going to change it to multiplication and flip. So we've got the 6 minus k over 3k divided by k minus 6 over 2k. All right, going from there, just bring it straight down, taking that big fraction line as a division. And then we're going to go from there and write this as 6 minus k over 3k times the 2k over the k minus 6. From here, we're ready to start reducing. And please remember, we've been doing this in pretty much every example. This 6 minus k and the k minus 6 are pretty much the same thing. You just rewrite it with the -1 outside, and then you can rearrange those. So that's factoring out a -1. From there, we can reduce. So 6 minus k and 6 minus k become a 1. The k and the k become 1s. And that's pretty much all we've got. So we are left with a 1 times 2 times 1 on the top, which is just a 2. And we are left with a 3 times 1 times -1 times 1 on the bottom, which is a -3. So our final answer is basically -2/3. So going back to the beginning again, so you've got your y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We plug our coordinates of our points into that formula, which gets us a bunch of fractions. Get your common denominators on the top half. Right, get your common denominator in the top here. Get your common denominator in the bottom, in the denominator. Then change that fraction line into a division sign. From there, you change it to the copy dot flip. Reduce all that you can, and you're done.